Good afternoon, everyone. Just filming a quick project I'm doing here. I usually don't film my indoor projects, but we were explaining this to the family and they didn't quite understand what we were doing. So we're adding a coat closet to our foyer. That's our front door that comes in there. That wall there, if you see from the floor, I took 29 inches off that wall. There used to be a decorative opening in the wall that's getting closed in. I had to move the thermostat, which was in that wall, and the dining room light switch is now moved over to there. The thermostat I moved over to the hallway. This will get extended. There will be 2 feet shelf on top, so I put an outlet up there because Karen likes to put decorations up there with a switch that'll be in the closet so that we can turn those on and off without having to unplug them. I just tapped into that plug, ran up to there, over to a switch. I'll start the drywall project next. There will be 2 obviously sliding doors there. That's a 5-foot wide closet by an 80-foot high door. Then we will trim everything all out in barn wood, but that's where I am now. I'll catch back up to you when I throw some drywall on it. Bye. Afternoon, everyone. Here's a quick update on the foyer. I've got the drywall is now done. And let's see, in the closet. Yeah, I can't get very close. So, drywall's done. I gotta get all the tile out. That all gets replaced. All out into here, the whole dining room, and eventually all the way through the kitchen. We'll get the same tile that is in front of the fireplace there. Afternoon, everyone. I'd give you a quick update on the foyer. We are now doing the woodwork, so I'm building the doors. I start with all that rough cut pine there. Those are 1x12s by 12 foot long. I go through the table saw, through the planer, which is holding me up because the belt broke the other day, so I'm waiting for a belt to come in. But then they go through. That's a 5-panel door there. It's glued together. Next thing I have to do is put all the slats and the X's, and when I'm done it'll be a solid 1 7/8" door. The other one is here. Then I will start with all the woodwork and the barn wood. So that's where I am now. Just a quick update on the foyer. It is now extended into the dining room, so all the tiles coming out today. We got all new tile, new 1/2-inch cement board. I already did the foyer. I'll get this done today, and part of the floor. Back to this corner. Check in with you later. Alright, update. The floor now is all removed. Tile is done. Ready for cement board and tile. Then it will go eventually all the way through the kitchen into the laundry room. But it is all stripped down now to the subfloor and ready for tile. Talk to you later. Quick update, everyone, on the next step. The cement board is all down, foyer and dining room. Obviously the kitchen won't get done until we do the kitchen, but cement board's all down. And next step, we'll start tile in the foyer tomorrow. Talk to you later. Quick update on the remodel progress. The tile is all down now for the foyer and the dining room. It defines now where we'll take all that hardwood up, and carpeting will go through there, so we define that edge, and it will go obviously continue all the way through the kitchen when we're ready to do the kitchen next year. Talk to you later. Thought I'd give you a little update. I've stopped working on the foyer for a little bit to come out here and insulate the ceiling in the garage. So I put 1-inch foam board on the ceiling During that little cold spell we had, it got a little too cold in here to work, so I did the garage door. Has an inch of foam on it. I had to frame out an opening for a access panel, so I got a 4 foot by 6 foot access panel going up. I have storage up there. I had to put fluorescent lights. I had to move the garage door arms, move the garage door opener. But now we have insulation, so next year when it gets cold, I'll be able to stay nice and warm out here. Have a good day. Quick update on the foyer. The shelves are all done. The drawer is in. Closet rod's up. Everything has been painted in there. The doors are finished. I've got to start all the trim around the face now. The trim around the doors, the window, and a beam on the corner. And then the whole ceiling needs to get done. So that's our checkup for now. Talk to you later. Quick update on the foyer remodel. I got the first 2 posts in. Karen painted the door gray, so I got a post to put on that side of the closet. Then I can put the header across, and then I can hang the doors. So there's the post. I don't know if the sun is screwing or not. Good morning. The closet is finally finished. The doors are hung, clear coats on all the beams, the headers are in. I still need a beam to the right. There's still got to be baseboard, crown molding, another header up there. All the crown molding, the whole front door, that has to get trimmed. And then this whole hallway gets all trimmed in barnwood, ceiling, floor, doorways. So that's what's next, but the doors are done. I think she's already started putting clothes in there. Baseboard's done in there. And the shelves need to get filled, and the drawer needs a handle still. So that's it for today. Bye. Morning. Quick update on the foyer hallway remodel. Got the corner post on, the little header over the closet, the baseboard on the bottom. So now we have, the hallway to do. We will have doors. They'll get painted today, and I also did the trim up on top on the bottom there, but that's what she's looking like now. Bye. Quick update on the foyer. The front door and window have all been trimmed out. So the posts are all done around the front door. I have baseboard, ceiling to do, and all the trim around the top. That's it for today. Quick update on the foyer and hallway project. I've got all the trim around the doors. The baseboard is done. Karen got the jambs and the doors all painted gray. And the flooring obviously will be carpeting when we're done. Started working on the ceilings. We are getting them all flattened out, taking the texture off. I just came out to here. Ceiling in there done. Like I said, the baseboards are all finally finished. And once the ceiling is all flattened, we can put the trim around the top that will replace the crown molding. That's where we are right now. Morning everyone, just want to do a final video on the foyer and coat closet. I'm done except for final paint, some caulking. I put the trim on the ceiling, the baseboards down. Try to move slow. Ceiling, that replaced our crown molding. The front door. Baseboards all down, main post. Again, this hardwood floor will come up and that'll all be carpeting eventually. I still have the bathroom floor to tile. Got the vents to put in above the doors, but the molding is all up. The ceilings have been flattened. I only flattened them out to that point and across. It's a major messy project, so obviously a little paint. And the pictures and stuff can go back up. But that's it. Have a great day.